Hello everyone and welcome to Chrysler Arena, where today the University of Michigan women's basketball team takes on the Vermont Catamounts. The Wolverines coming into this one off of a victory against the Ohio Bobcats recently here at home, ending Ohio's undefeated season. They're looking to continue their momentum heading into Big Ten play. I'm Morris Fabry. Alongside me is Chris Pickler, and we're ready for the first of a Michigan basketball doubleheader. Of course, the men's team playing at 3 p.m. against the University of Maryland Eastern Shore.
Yes.
You can also catch that one here on WCBN FM, Ann Arbor's broadcast of Michigan basketball. So, Chris,
yes,
we're here. We're snowed in at Chrysler Arena, ready for some basketball. What are some things that we should expect out of these two teams in this first matchup of the day?
The Catamounts are not having a great season. They finished well below 500 last year. They have one player that's averaging above 50% shooting. That's Candace Wright, number 11. She's also averaging 6 rebounds a game for the Vermont Catamounts. Their best player is Sydney Smith, wearing the number 3 jersey, shooting 46%. Only player on Vermont averaging more than 10 points at 10.4. Vermont knows that they're the big underdog here. Michigan expected to run away with this one. And we're getting started pretty quick.
Now, the Michigan Wolverines, Caitlin Flaherty coming off of a hot performance in the second half against Ohio. Went, I think, 6 of 7 or 7 of 8 from the field. Hit just about everything in sight. Michigan obviously looking for a performance like that out of her. But who else would you look to step up for this Michigan team against this Vermont Catamount squad, which I just looked it up. Apparently a Catamount is a medium-sized or large wild cat, especially a cougar.
So it's a middle-sized, it's not even a big cougar, it's a middle-sized cougar. Sounds good. Well, listen, the University of Michigan is clearly better than the Vermont Catamount team. Just looking at the statistics, it's that close. Caitlin Flaherty's the best player. She's been the best player on the team for a while. Thome is going to get her way down low, and I expect Michigan to run away with this one pretty quickly. Vermont is going to stay in Michigan. In 3 days, they're going to be playing Oakland University before they head home, so they're kind of on a vacation right now before that Christmas break. Bowl games start today. We got a good one in women's. We got a good one in men's. We got a good day today. I'm excited.
Vermont leaving the snowy confines of New England to come to a snowed-in Chrysler Arena. Not much of a vacation, if you ask me, Chris, but maybe they're in the Christmas spirit and wanted to, maintain a white Christmas sort of vibe. In that case, they are in the right place. The Wolverines have gotten into a pattern this season of starting slow. We saw it recently against Ohio. They committed 16 turnovers in the first half against the Bobcats. If you're Coach Kim Barnes-Arico, what kinds of things are you telling your team to get them to avoid that kind of a slow start to the game?
Well, listen, if I'm Michigan's head coach, I'm going into this one. Vermont has a well below scoring margin against teams that don't really matter. They've never played a team like University of Michigan on the schedule. They've played really weak opponents. Their field goal percentage is just at 37%. 3-point is atrocious at 29%. Give them some open threes because they're not going to make it. They can't rebound the ball. They're negative 2.2 in that margin per game against their weaker opponents. They haven't played Michigan yet. Just do your best. Try to, I don't know.
So what you're saying is pack the paint and just play your game, let your superiority reign supreme over the Catamounts?
If Vermont can't hit a shot, they can't win this game. They've struggled against mediocre opponents. Now they're playing a very solid Big Ten opponent in the University of Michigan. Yeah, let the superiority happen, and let's see the home team do well.
All right, we're about ready to go. Hallie Thome tipping off at center court against Hannah Krimble. The Wolverines in all white going from left to right across their radio dial. The Vermont Catamounts in all black going opposite. The ref at center court ready to throw it up. And we are underway here at Chrysler Arena as Thome wins the tip back, and it's knocked over to Danielle Williams. She gives it to Sierra Thompson. Thompson dumps it inside to Thome on the right block. Spin move into the paint, and she is rejected. The ball goes out of bounds. Lauren Handy getting her hand on that offering from Hallie Thome. 22 seconds still left on the shot clock for the Wolverines. Thompson inbounding from the baseline. Finds Flaherty, right wing, open three, pulls. Misses, front rim, no good. Rebound yanked in by Kylie Butler. Butler going the other way for the Catamounts. Stops on the right wing, back up top to Krimble. She hands it off to Callie Banker. Banker takes it back near midcourt, guarded by Flaherty. 18 on the shot clock. Banker taking her time. Not a lot of offensive movement from the Catamounts. A bit of an isolation scenario. Banker crosses over, dribble drive to her right, kicks to the right corner. Open three, air ball. That one way off from Lauren Handy, and now going the other way are the Wolverines. Flaherty swings to the right wing. Sierra Thompson dribbles to her left, gets a screen from Thome, pulls up from the left elbow. Her jumper, no good off back rim. Long rebound pulled in by the Catamounts.
My favorite thing about when watching the University of Michigan women's team is when they play mediocre opponents, they get really excited on their bench really quickly because this is kind of their Super Bowl. This is the Super Bowl for Vermont right now. This is the entire season right here. They need to get hype as best they can.
The 3-6 Catamounts looking for a big win, but they won't get it if they make plays like that. A turnover, an entry pass inside to a cutting Christina White off of her hand and out of bounds. The Wolverines take over on the turnover. They move it quickly up the court. Thompson outletting to Flaherty, gets it back. Now Dunstan swings to Danielle Williams in the right corner. Thought about a three, passed it up, finds Thome, dribble drive with her left hand. A lot of contact. The shot blocked out of bounds. No foul called. The Wolverines maintain possession. 18 seconds to go on the shot clock.
Yeah, she's hacked her arm off on that one. No call, went out of bounds. No harm for Michigan. They're still going to keep the ball.
Williams inbounding from the baseline, finds Flaherty, cutting into the paint. Tough righty floater, no good. Thome gets her hand on the rebound, not going to corral it. Now Kylie Butler going the other way. Dribbles into the paint, dishes it out to the right wing. Pump fake from Christina White, back up top now. An entry pass down low to Butler, goes up, but she walked with it. A traveling violation, another turnover for the Catamounts, and the Wolverines take over. Still scoreless, 8:25 to go here in the first quarter.
You can tell from up here, Morris, that Thome is just bigger than every other player on the court. We've seen that recently with mediocre opponents. We're seeing it again. She is just way bigger than Handy, which is their big player.
Yeah, Thome dominant with her size. Pass inside from Thompson to Jillian Dunstan, and she knocks down a jumper from the left elbow. Good to see offensive production out of Dunstan. And that's the first points of the game.
You can see Vermont, they're playing scared. They're not moving on offense. They're not making any plays. They're just expecting the one-on-one to work, and you can't do that when you go against Michigan.
Dribble drive coming in from Butler. Wild lefty scoop shot, no good. She falls to the floor. Michigan grabs the rebound. It's Thompson up ahead to Dunstan with speed to the rim. Finishes with a scoop layup, and Michigan takes a 4-0 lead. Dunstan all 4 points in this game.
Good to see Dunstan getting going early. She's also quite bigger than any other player on the court. Michigan's got probably the two biggest players in this game right now.
They've got a decided size advantage. It is Banker dribbling back and forth. Her bounce pass to the left wing almost picked off. They get it to the left elbow to Lauren Handy. Back outside, Kelly Banker crossover move. And Sierra Thompson got a little too handsy with Handy. Called for a reach-in foul, Michigan's first team foul here with 7:15 to go here in the first quarter. Michigan, a 4-0 lead over the Vermont Catamounts.
Handsy with Handy, was that a
that was intentional.
Purpose? Okay, thank God.
Totally intentional.
That was good.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Handy bounces it to Krimble, top of the key. Over to the left wing it goes. Christina White, dribble drive, kicks it outside. It's an open three for Handy from the top of the three, and she knocks it down. 4-3 your score. Michigan pushing the pace the other way. Hesitation in and out. Dribble from Flaherty outside to Williams. Back to Flaherty. Right corner three. That one long. No good. Thome taps up the rebound to herself. Goes back up and draws a foul from Hannah Krimble. And there you have it. Thome utilizing her size advantage down low. Just reaching over the back of the Vermont defender. Getting the ball back to herself and getting to the charity stripe.
Flaherty erratic on that dribble. She was all over the place. She didn't have any control of the ball. She was able to grab it, miss the three, but Thome, like you said, there's the size.
Thome's first free throw, a graceful arc with plenty of backspin, but not quite to where she wanted it to be. She leaves it short.
Similar to the Ohio game, Flaherty 0 of 3. She isn't starting out hot.
Flaherty started that last game 1 for 10 from the field in the first half as Thome's second free throw overcompensates. She misses off back iron, 0 for 2 from the line. It's Banker the other way for the Catamounts. Has it near midcourt, dribbling to her left. Now a bounce pass to Handy. Over to the right wing, it goes to White, guarded by Flaherty. Dribble drive with her left hand, stops in the paint, picks up her dribble, gives it to a cutting Butler to the hoop. Ready layup, no go. Michigan pulls down the rebound. It's Dunston to Williams, now across court to the right wing. Thompson back across court. Danielle Williams just inside the arc for two, no good. Rebound yanked down by Hallie Thomer. Second offensive rebound and in as many possessions. Draws a foul. She'll go to the line yet again, getting a shot at redemption.
On that last Ohio possession, White drove into the paint. She got right at the basket, looked up, and Thome is looking right over her. She got terrified, had to pass it out. Vermont, another poor possession. And on the other side, Michigan is going to get some points on this one.
Hallie Thome rattles home the first free throw attempt, and the first substitution of the game for either side is made. It's Katie Lavelle checking into the game for Kylie Butler. The second free throw from Thome up on its way, and it goes. Michigan taking a 6-3 lead here with 6:12 to go in the first quarter, and Michigan goes into their full court trap. It's Lavelle over to Krimble, across half court to Banker, back to Krimble, now Lavelle on the right wing. Crossover move, double teamed in the corner in front of her bench, bounce pass poked away, but they retain possession. Long swing pass to the left corner, pump fake and a travel from Christina White. Created an open look, but got a little too excited there. And that's going to be Vermont's third turnover of the game.
At every turn, Michigan had two players on the ball handler there. Had them trapped in the corner, trapped on the outside. They were able to almost get a shot off, but the full court press working today.
Yeah, it was a really nice swing pass, and now a bounce down low to Dunston. Hop step into the lane, loses her dribble, and her pass outside is deflected. Kelly Banker got a hand on it. So Michigan inbounding from the sideline, 18 seconds on the shot clock. It'll be Flaherty. Up top near midcourt to Sierra Thompson. Vermont going into a kind of a matchup zone. The bounce pass inside to Danielle Williams. Little hook shot off back rim, no good. Pulls down her own rebound, gets it out to Dunston. Swung around to Flaherty, top of the break three. That one is good. Caitlin Flaherty finds the stroke and puts Michigan up 9-3 here with 5:23 to go in the first quarter.
Williams just grabbed that rebound from Lavelle of Vermont, wanting it more than the opponent.
Michigan, a very solid performance on the offensive board. Now on the other end, Banker, her step back three, no good. Nothing but the backboard. Rebound pulled down by the Wolverines, and Danielle Williams is fouled near midcourt.
That Banker three-pointer there, that's the ones we put up in our driveway or in gym class. You go in and try to cross over the opponent. Problem is when it's an inferior player trying to do it, they just throw up a deep fadeaway. Didn't even hit iron.
Didn't look very comfortable there. It'll be Flaherty up top to Kaiser Gondrzik, who swings to the right wing to Sierra Thompson, bounces it down to the right corner. Jillian Dunston up top. It goes to Flaherty, 16 on the clock. Flaherty, a lefty, or a runner going to her left with the right hand, no good. Rebound pulled down by Vermont. Going the other way, it's Katie Lavelle. Lavelle crosses midcourt. Dribble drive with her left hand, stops, turns in the lane. Outlets it, right elbow jump shot. No good from Lauren Handy. Rebound pulled down by Dunston. Dunston up ahead to Gondrzik. Drives to her right, gets it back up to Sierra Thompson, who will initiate the offense. Now a hesitation move into the lane. She's fouled before the shot. Guarded on that play by Kelly Banker.
I mean, what you can see earlier is that Vermont's not moving the ball on, or not moving on offense. They're all just sitting around and watching the ball. Michigan setting screens for each other, making good passes, getting inside, using their size. Vermont needs to take a page out of that book. It's 9-3 right now, and it's not getting better.
Vermont thus far, as we hit our first media timeout, 4:30 to go in the first quarter. Michigan leading 9-3. Vermont 1 of 6 from the field. 5 rebounds to Michigan's 9. 3 turnovers committed. They've come out cold, and I think you're onto it, Chris. They don't look very well coached right now. Head coach Chris Day probably going to have some harsh words for them, but there doesn't appear to be much scheme to their offense. It's kind of a pickup style, go make a play. And thus far, they haven't been able to against Michigan's staunch defense.
I don't know why, but they just look tired coming into the game. We just started, and they look tired. They look like, they've already made a substitution, but I don't know what to say. It's just Vermont. If you got to move the ball, if you want to have a chance to pull out this huge upset, you got to get hot right now, because if Michigan gets a double-digit lead in the first quarter, it will not go back.
It's going to be a long and cold ride home for Vermont. I guess after the Oakland affair. They get to stay in town exactly when you want to be out of Michigan.
Yeah.
Vermont takes a road trip here. Meanwhile, on the video board, Hallie Thome and Nicole Munger with a stirring rendition of All I Want for Christmas Is You. Chris,
it's bad.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's
What's
bad.
your opinion on Christmas music in general? Are you a fan? Frankly, I think Christmas music should be played on Christmas Eve and on Christmas, and other than that, should just stay away.
You know, I'm fine with it leading up like the week before. My problem with it is when it's at sporting events. It's at big public events. I mean,
There are some Santa hats in the crowd. It's a warm, family-friendly atmosphere here that I think
Sure.
it's got Christmas vibes to it. Meanwhile, we have birds flying around the rafters of Chrysler Arena.
this is a problem.
That's something I haven't seen before. The sparrows of Ann Arbor looking for a warm place to rest, and
It's great. Good for them. Good for them. I mean, he's not going to find anything to eat, and he's probably...
well, hold on now. We have concessions. We have popcorn on the ground. These birds clean up after the janitors are done with their jobs.
You know what? That's a good point. I was just thinking on the court. I was getting worried we'd open Chrysler Center to be a dead bird, but you got a great point.
Maybe the Chrysler crew keeps them here for that
boy.
purpose. Meanwhile, we're back underway. It's Caitlin Flaherty running into a double team. Outlets to Gondrzik near midcourt. Back to Flaherty. Now to the right corner goes Sierra Thompson. Thompson inside to Thome. Right elbow swings to the corner. Quick passing for the Wolverines. Gondrzik back to Flaherty. Left corner three. Off the front rim. No good. Great ball movement. And they're rewarded with an offensive rebound for Jillian Dunstan.
Flaherty's looks awful so far today. I don't know why they keep feeding her. They need to go inside, use that size advantage.
They do go inside, and
Just like
Dunstan drives to the hoop and finishes. Good entry pass from Sierra Thompson, lobbing it over to the defense and finding Dunstan in a good spot. Dunstan 6 points to start this game.
Flaherty 1 of 6, 1 of 4 from 3.
Everybody else going pretty well for the Wolverines. Katie Lavelle now across midcourt with the ball. Up top it goes to Haley Robertson. She double teamed but splits it, driving to the hoop, but she is fouled from behind, and a timeout called by head coach Chris Day. Looked like he broke up maybe the first good offensive chance for Vermont, but at the same time it did look like Robertson might be out of control and losing the ball.
I mean, she was stuck right on the Michigan end, right at half court. She was just stuck. She had two girls around her. She was able to break it, but I don't need the timeout there. Try to save the possession, but right now Chris Day, I think he understands that this game's already getting out of hand. Use your timeouts early. Try your best to get this upset. There's no reason to save them late if you're already way out of it.
You might as well use these kinds of timeouts as teaching moments, perhaps.
Whatever that means.
You can still learn things from a game that you're bound to lose by a good margin. Haley Robertson near midcourt, matched up with Gondrzik, swings to the right wing to Christina White, guarded by Thompson. Back up top it goes to Lauren Handy. To the left wing, Robertson. Entry pass deflected out of play off of Sierra Thompson, looking for a cutting White near that left block. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Vermont's going to have to get a play going quickly from the baseline. Inbounds to Robertson underneath the basket.
Wow.
Goes up with the left hand and finishes. Kaiser Gondrzik couldn't be physical enough down low, and the score is 11-5.
Lucky shot.
Good presence of mind there from Robertson to use her body, gain position, and create space. Now an entry pass to the elbow. It's Thome outletting to Flaherty in the left corner. Flaherty up top to Gondrzik. Back to the right wing it goes to Sierra Thompson. Long lob pass across court to Thome. Has it knocked away out of her hands and out of bounds. Deflected last off of Katie Lavelle. The Wolverines retain possession. 8 seconds on the shot clock.
Thomer Dunstan needs to get inside, post up, and get an easy layup. These three-pointers aren't working from Flaherty and everyone else.
Thompson inside to a cutting Flaherty. Back outside, Thompson, left wing three. Off back rim, no good. Dunstan pulls down the rebound, fights through the contact, and outlets it to Kaiser Gondrzik. It's Flaherty on a dribble drive. Dishes to Thompson, left wing. Into the left elbow. Dunstan into the paint. We've been saying it all day. She misses the layup, but Thome pulls down the rebound. It's Thompson. Back over to Flaherty, just inside the arc for two. Off the rim, no good. Dunstan, another rebound. Dunstan back outside to Thompson, and that draws the applause of a scant Chrysler crowd. It's Thompson to the right wing, Kaiser Gondrzik, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Lob pass down low, deflected out of play off of Haley Thome. Sierra Thompson was running the baseline and avoided it. I think she thought it was deflected by the Catamounts.
Yeah.
Last touch, though, by Haley Thome, and out of bounds to Vermont.
Michigan is out-rebounding Vermont 13-5, and you saw 4 rebounds in 1 possession.
And still no points from it.
Still no points.
Robertson runs into the Michigan trap, gets it back to Courtney Wright. Up ahead it goes, Lavelle to Hannah Krimble. Courtney Wright now top of the key, guarded by Nicole Munger. Gives it up to Haley Robertson, 15 on the shot clock, top of the key. Back over to right, now to the left wing it goes. Down low from Butler to a cutting right, up with the right hand, no good. Falls off the rim to Hallie Thome.
When Michigan was coming out of that full court press, Lavelle was wide open. Gondrzak wasn't around her, but they just missed an easy layup.
It's Gondrzak now in the right corner, dribble drive with the left hand, runs into contact, no call, lefty floater, no good. Rebound falls to Kylie Butler. Maybe got away with the double dribble there. Picks up her dribble, right corner, back up top it goes to Courtney Wright. Over to the left wing, slow ball movement, finds Lavelle, left wing, drives to the hoop, finishes up and in with the right hand around Nicole Munger. 11-7 your score.
I've seen it before, but the team that's playing so much better, only up 4?
Pass inside to Munger, jumper just inside the free throw line, no good. Michigan in a bit of a cold stretch shooting. It's Robertson now going the other way, has the ball near midcourt. 1:10 to go here in the first quarter. Michigan leads 11-7. Robertson bounces it over to Hannah Krimble, swings it to the left wing, back inside to Krimble, turns in the lane, up and under move with the left hand, finishes. And Vermont mounting a run of their own. Michigan pushing the pace. Caitlin Flaherty dribble drive with the left hand, layup, wild shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Vermont. It's Robertson going the other way. Tries with the right hand, pulls it back out to the right wing, spins on Sierra Thompson. 23 seconds on the shot clock. Haley Robertson to the right wing to right. Back up top to Haley Robertson, guarded by Sierra Thompson. Looking for Lavelle, now spins with it, loses the ball, has to pick it up. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Robertson finds a cutter into the lane. It's right up with the right hand, misses a wide open bunny layup. Rebound pulled down by Gondrzak. Gondrzak back over to Flaherty. Michigan should get the last shot of this quarter, but it's Thompson going early into the paint, up with the right hand, layup no good, an air ball. Rebound pulled down by the Catamounts, and they'll have one last shot. 5 seconds to go. Haley Robertson across midcourt, stops near the three-point line, swings to the right wing. Butler drives baseline and doesn't get a shot off. The horn sounds, and Michigan will take an 11-9 lead here into the second quarter. Really sloppy basketball being played by both sides down the stretch. Michigan hasn't scored in the last 4 minutes, but they still hold an 11-9 lead.
Michigan hasn't scored in 4 minutes. They're 0 of their last 10, 0 of last 7, 1 of last 10, 2 of last 14. They're out rebounding Vermont by 6, 15-9, but they're not doing anything with it. They're putting up these weird floaters. They're putting up awkward threes, long twos. Go into Thome, go into Dunstan. It's been working. Use the size to your advantage. Get the easy layup. You should be up by double digits right now. I don't understand how it's 11-9.
Yeah, Jillian Dunstan has been very impressive so far in this game, and Michigan has found almost unmitigated offensive success when they found her at the elbow in the middle of Vermont's matchup zone. She's been able to drive to the hoop. She's been able to create openings for her teammates, but when Dunstan checked out of the game, Michigan kind of went away from that strategy, and they have struggled for it. Caitlin Flaherty in particular off to a very cold start. Played the entirety of that first quarter and went 1 for 8 from the field. A lot of those shots that she missed were shots that she made in that second half against Ohio. She's a very skilled shooter, but also apparently very streaky so far this season, and she started this game on yet another cold streak. Undoubtedly, she'll look to reverse that here in the second quarter. Some more stats. Michigan out-rebounding the Catamounts 15-9. Michigan with 8 offensive rebounds. Vermont yet to have a single one of those, so they've done their part to dominate this game, sustain possessions, but the points not yet coming for this Wolverines offense.
Well, let's take out Jillian Dunstan for a minute, and all of a sudden you're looking at a team shooting 1 of 16. That's awful. I mean, 1 of 6 is bad, but you add the team to the end of it. That's absolutely terrible. You're playing a Vermont team that they can't play defense, but they're putting up those awkward floaters, those long twos, those weird Flaherty threes.
You know, to be fair, I think the Vermont defense, the matchup zone they've got going, has been designed to force Michigan into the 10 to 12 foot jumper range. And they're open enough where Michigan should be making those shots, but at the same time, that it appears to be Vermont's plan to get Michigan to take those shots. And Michigan is playing right into it.
Let's do it.
It'll be Lavelle inbounding to Haley Robertson as we start the second quarter here on WCBN FM Ann Arbor's broadcast of Michigan basketball. The dump in down low to Lavelle. Pump fake and finishes around Caitlin Flaherty, and we are tied at 11. Thompson over to Flaherty on the left wing. Flaherty over to Gondrzak, back to Thompson, right wing now. inside to the elbow. Danielle Williams tries to force one inside to Jillian Dunstan. In a double team, that's a stunning lack of vision there by Danielle Williams. A turnover, the ball out of bounds off of Dunstan.
When you're passing it to 3 players and only 1 is on your team, you've made a mistake.
Williams, not a shoot-first sort of player. She's almost always looking for her teammates, but there she would have been well-served to take her time and calmly maybe even put up an open jumper, drive to the lane, something other than what she did. Now Kylie Butler up top to Courtney Wright, wide open for 3, steps into it, and it's way off. That's why she was so wide open. A loose ball foul on the rebound called against the Vermont Catamounts, against number 21, Courtney Wright. Michigan takes over.
Still stunned that we're tied in this game. Michigan got to use your size. Look at Dunstan. I mean, you can see Dunstan. She's so much bigger than the rest of the team. Get it inside and post up.
It's Flaherty on the left wing. Up top to Kaiser Gondrzik. To the right wing, Thompson almost lost that pass. Into Dunstan on the right elbow. Finds a cutting Gondrzik into the lane with the left hand. Finishes, and there you go. Going through Dunstan. Initiated a good possession. Savvy off-ball cut from Kaiser Gondrzik. Got going to the rim against the momentum of the Vermont defense. Now going the other way, it's Krimble handing off to Lavelle. Back up to the top of the key to Courtney Wright. Hands it off to Haley Robertson, guarded by Gondrzik. Top of the key, 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. Backdoor cut, intercepted by Jillian Dunstan. Dunstan dribbling it down the court herself, finds Flaherty on the right wing. Hesitation, back to Gondrzik on the right wing, to Flaherty in the right corner. Pump fake, drive to the hoop. Hesitation, back to the free throw line. Step back jumper, off back rim, no good. Rebound pulled in by Danielle Williams. Back to
right
Gondrzik.
under the basket there.
Up top to Sierra Thompson. Yeah, I think Flaherty might not have chosen the best option there. It's Thompson to the right wing, Gondrzik. Up top it goes to Flaherty. Now Thompson, guarded by Kylie Butler. Back to Flaherty, coming off the screen. To the hoop she goes, up, looking for contact. Couldn't find it. Instead rejected by Krimble. Rebound pulled down by Katie Lavelle.
I saw a foul from up here, but I guess not.
Well, you're not the ref, Chris. You're a ref in other contexts, but not in this one. It's Haley Robertson, top of the key, guarded by Flaherty. Swings to the left wing, Katie Lavelle. Pass inside, looking for Hannah Krimble. Tipped out of bounds by Jillian Dunstan, who has really had a stellar game so far for the Wolverines.
Jillian Dunstan, the lone bright spot. Flaherty, 1 of 10. You got to ask yourself, is she worth it at this point?
Kind of interesting. She hasn't seen the bench yet. Kim Barnes-Arica must like the way she's playing outside of the results of the offensive opportunities. Inbound pass goes to Jessica Fuller. She swings to the right wing, Kylie Butler. Pass inside to Lavelle, goes up with the right hand, no. But on the rebound, there is a foul committed by Kaiser Gondrzik. It was Fuller at the hoop, got the offensive rebound. The freshman Gondrzik didn't do her job boxing out. And now it'll be Jessica Fuller going to the charity stripe to shoot 2.
They're averaging a 63% as a team from the free throw line. Not really where you want to be.
Fuller's first one off front rim, no good. That average is going to drop. Also in the game for the Wolverines, subbing in for Sierra Thompson, was Maria Backman during the last stoppage.
That was Fuller's first missed free throw of 3 attempts of the season.
She won't miss a second. She makes it. Goes 1 for 2. Michigan leads 13-12, and now they push the pace. Inbound pass from Flaherty. Down low to Backman, back outside to Thompson. Now Gondrzik pulls for 3. It's a long look with no backspin. Didn't release it very well. Off backboard, and nothing else, no good.
I mean, I don't understand these random
That was a bad shot.
I don't understand these awful possessions all day so far.
Now it's Krimble up top to Lauren Handy. To the left wing, Jessica Fuller, guarded closely by Sierra Thompson. Quickly back in the game. Finds a cutting Lavelle. Bowls over Maria Backman at the rim. Foul called, and it will be a block on Maria Backman. Just a little late sliding into position. And it'll be Lavelle going to the free throw line with a chance to give the Catamounts their first lead of the game.
You know, when we said at the start Michigan needs to just assert their dominance, that doesn't mean anything. They do need to still beat this Vermont team.
That goes without saying. The first free throw rattles in and out. No good from Lavelle.
I mean, one team has been so much better than the other today, yet that team just can't finish. 5 of 24 shooting for Michigan.
It's not what you want. Lavelle's second free throw, nothing but net, and we are tied at 13. 7:14 to go here in the second quarter. Sierra Thompson with the ball. To the right wing, Kenray Johnson. Up top to Flaherty, back to Johnson, right wing. Pass inside to Dunston is kicked away, looking for her just outside that right block. Michigan's found a lot of success going through Dunston on offense today. She's been definitely Michigan's best two-way performer. 19 on the shot clock. Thompson inbounding from the baseline. Finds Flaherty on the right wing. Back to Thompson, right corner. Driving to the rim, under the rim. Finds Johnson in the left corner. Goes toward the rim. Back out to Sierra Thompson. Wide open three, and she knocks it down. Sierra Thompson finding it from behind the arc. And Michigan leads 16-13.
She had the reverse layup. Instead, she just went back outside.
It's an open look for a shooter who's hit a lot of threes in her career as a Michigan Wolverine.
Sure.
Jessica Fuller going against Michigan, running a 2-3 zone. It's Krimble finding Lavelle inside. Quick bounce pass into Handy. Guarded by Dunston. Wraps it around the reverse layup, up and in.
Tom just standing around. She was watching Dunston defend. They could have doubled easily.
Now Johnson quickly inside. Hallie Thome power dribble. Goes up with the left hand. No good. Pulls down the rebound with one hand. Outlets to Flaherty. Drives. Kicks to Thompson. Open three from the right corner, and that one is good. Sierra Thompson has connected from deep on Michigan's last two possessions, and they take a 4-point lead.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Tome going inside. She missed the shot, but she got her own rebound. That's just hilarious to watch her playing down there.
Hallie Thome already 6 rebounds on the game. She has been a force on the offensive glass for the Wolverines. It's Fuller. Flaherty giving her space near midcourt. Vermont finally getting into their offense. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Kylie Butler wide open for three. A breakdown in Michigan zone, and she knocks down the trifecta. Michigan leads 19-18 now.
Kylie Butler 3 for 20 from three-point this season.
Helping out those stats. Now it's Thome inside. Across the lane and up and in with the left hand. Hallie Thome, a nice move inside. Michigan doing well when they can get that ball inside. 21-18 Michigan leads. 5:26 to go here in the second quarter.
Morris, they heard me on the bench there. Get it inside Dunston, get it inside Thome. I'm liking it.
I'm surprised your voice is carried all the way across Chrysler Arena.
I'm pretty loud, Morris.
Through the crowd noise. It's Jessica Fuller, top of the key, swinging to Butler on the left wing. Guarded by Thompson, back over to Fuller. Crossover, dribble, swings to the right wing. Step back from Lavelle, finds Fuller, top of the key three. That one way off. Just grazed the rim and bounced out of bounds. A miss, and Michigan takes over.
This is not a three-point shooting team from Vermont. Fuller, another example, just 1 of 10 this season from three. Make it 1 of 11 now. If Michigan continues to give them those open three looks, I think they're going to be just fine on defense.
It was in our pregame scouting report. Pack the paint on defense. Johnson up top to Flaherty, back to Akenray Johnson. To the left elbow, Hallie Thome back outside to Sierra Thompson, who's been hot from deep. Back to Akenray Johnson, finds Thompson, right corner. Inside to Thome, looking for cutters. Back to Thompson. Thompson, hesitation move into the lane, finds Akenray Johnson. Dribble drive with the left hand, all the way to the hoop, up and in with the right hand. Under the defense of Hannah Krimble, and Michigan up 5. 23-18, 4:28 to go here in the second quarter.
Michigan's starting to figure out, I like the full court press here.
Long cross-court pass, finds Lavelle on the left side. Krimble back up top, long three, left short by Christina White, and now going the other way is Johnson, looking for her teammates, finds Dunston, hands it off to Flaherty, thought about a three, instead pulled it down, I think wisely. Finds Akenray Johnson, right wing, inside to Thome, spins in the lane up with the right hand, no good. She had Dunston open if she had the wherewithal to pass. She did not. Going the other way now, the Catamounts.
Vermont has missed a couple extra passes that last possession. They had Fuller on an extra pass in the corner, wide open three. They took the deep three instead on the wing, didn't get it.
Katie Lavelle up top, finds Lauren Handy. Over to the right wing, Christina White finds Handy, driving on the right corner. Up top to Krimble, long three, got it to go. Didn't expect that one out of the big and Hannah Krimble, but that was a pure stroke, and it puts Vermont back within 2. Now Flaherty inside, Jillian Dunston up quickly with the righty floater. It is good. Jillian Dunston having herself a half. Already 8 points to go along with 5 rebounds and some very nice passing as well. Now going the other way, it's Lavelle blowing by Flaherty near midcourt, bouncing it back up top to Jessica Fuller. Fuller top of the key, guarded by Sierra Thompson at midcourt. 13 seconds to go on the shot clock, 3:05 to go here in the second quarter. Michigan leading Vermont 25-21. Fuller dribbles to the right side, hands it off to Christina White, inside to Krimble, double teamed, swings it back out. Lavelle, long jumper, looked like it was tipped by Flaherty, and Dunston pulls down the rebound.
Had to put it up 2 on the shot clock. Good job by the bench, counting it down.
It's Sierra Thompson, right wing, guarded by Jessica Fuller, takes her time, back near midcourt, swings to the left wing to Akenray Johnson. Johnson looking for Dunstan. She's covered. Instead, pulls up for a
Wow.
jumper, and she knocks it down. It's a long two. Her foot was on the line. Didn't expect that range out of the freshman, Kenray Johnson, but shows what I know.
Wow, very impressive. There's a deep shot from the corner. It looked like a force-up.
Now at the other end, quick three. Christina White, left corner, no good. And Sierra Thompson is bundled over on the rebound attempt from Jessica Fuller. A little too overzealous pursuing that one, and that's going to take us to our last media timeout of the half. 2:17 to go here in the second quarter. Michigan leading 27-21 over the Vermont Catamounts here on WCBN FM Ann Arbor's broadcast of Michigan women's basketball. So Michigan appears to have gotten things going a little bit on the offensive end, and I think that's come mostly through finding Jillian Dunstan and Haley Thome, more so Dunstan, inside that elbow, allowing them to create for their teammates.
Well, I really, Morris, I honestly think they can hear me down there. They've been going inside to Thome, using Dunstan as a shooter and as an inside presence, getting rebounds all day, out-rebounding Vermont 20-13, giving Vermont those three-point shots. I mean, they're 3 of 9 right now, Michigan 3 of 8, but I'm looking at the statistics right now. They don't have anyone above 40% shooting from the three-point line. Their best is 37. That's Callie Banker. And right now, I say just Michigan 5 of their last 6 shots, Vermont 1 of their last 5. Michigan trending in the right direction. Give them those threes. You can have them all day long. You're going to miss them every time. I like the defense. I like the full court press. I think Vermont's going to be susceptible to turnovers. But overall right now, Michigan, minus Flaherty, who's 1 of 10 on fire, who also has not been on the bench today.
Yeah, Flaherty, to her credit, seems to have backed off a bit in her role as a scorer for the Wolverines, devoting a little more energy, creating for her teammates, making some plays on the defensive end.
Sure.
And, you know, that's kind of what you got to do. Shooters are going to shoot. Flaherty doesn't have much of a conscience, and I expect her to continue to pull when she likes the look. You know, the only way to get out of a slump is to shoot your way out of it. But she has deferred, and it's been to Michigan's credit so far in this game.
They say the best shooters in basketball, NBA, college, anything, have great short-term memory. Or loss, excuse me.
No, yeah, you know, they're good at forgetting about their past.
Exactly.
Their past mistakes.
Don't think about it. You know, try to find Dunstan inside, but if you've got the shot, she's coming back out. She's going to play all 20 minutes of this first half. You got the shot, take it, but I do agree she's got 2 assists already.
When we get back underway, it'll be Dunstan inbounding from under her own basket. Sierra Thompson waiting on the right wing. She'll be bringing it up the court. Also on the court for the Wolverines, Nicole Munger, Hallie Thome, and Caitlin Flaherty. It's Sierra Thompson taking it up past half court. Swings to the left wing, Caitlin Flaherty. Up top it goes, Nicole Munger. Back to Sierra Thompson. Guarded by Christina White. Back Nicole Munger. Pulls for 3 from the left wing and knocks it down. A sweet stroke from Nicole Munger puts the Wolverines up 9, 30-21 your score.
If those shots continue to fall, Vermont doesn't have a shot.
Hannah Krimble finds Kylie Butler, stumbles into the lane, somehow finds Handy. Left corner jumper, 15-footer. Got it to go. The lead is back to 7 for the Maize and Blue. It's Munger up top to Flaherty. Back over to the left wing, finds Sierra Thompson down low, left block, it's Thome spinning, righty hook shot, got it to go. Sweet touch with the offhand for Hallie Thome, puts Michigan back up 9.
She had Dunstan, who was open near the free throw line. She took the hook instead, glad she did.
Butler finds back into the game Callie Banker, swarmed, harassed into a double team, gets it out, finds Christina White, top of the key, back to Banker, 13 seconds on the shot clock, 1:10 to go here in the first quarter. Banker bounces it over to White, back to Banker, right wing, thought about a 3, pulls it down, 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Krimble up top, driving into the lane, they find Banker, right wing, step back, 3 from forever away, no good. Rebound pulled down by Sierra Thompson.
Under a minute left.
Thompson picks up her dribble, looking for a pass, the cuts aren't coming, she finds Flaherty left wing. Back up top to Nicole Munger. Munger into Dunstan at the free throw line. Takes her time, finds Flaherty, sets a screen for her. Flaherty drives, swings it left wing, Munger. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Munger down low, finds Thome, single covered, spins in the lane. Turnaround jumper with the left hand, no good, but Dunstan another offensive rebound. Finds Sierra Thompson, tried to dish it inside to Thome, found her, but in some traffic. Michigan slowing it down. Shot clock and game clock nearly in sync, 20 seconds to go on both. Michigan should hold for the last shot if they can. Munger up top to Caitlin Flaherty. Vermont pressuring on the perimeter. It's Sierra Thompson directing traffic. 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. The crowd counting down. Thompson inside to Thome. Turns through the traffic, draws a reach-in foul. Vermont had one to give. I think they have a couple more to give as well. So with 3.4 seconds to go, the shot clock turned off, and Michigan will get the final shot of this half.
Gondrzak going to come in for Dunston here. 3.4 to go. They've got 3 fouls to give. So make sure you're going in the shooting motion if you're Michigan.
3.4 seconds. It'll be Thompson inbounding from the baseline. Directing traffic yet again.
And that's the hand motion I was making too. Michigan has all 4 of their timeouts. Use it or lose it. You got to use the 1 in the first half. So that's what I was making. That's the motion I was making. They are going to call a timeout. Just get in the shooting motion. When you get fouled, you'll be just fine.
Yeah, Vermont really only 1 foul to give because once they commit 5, they'll be in the bonus.
I'm thinking
that's fine. You know, either way, with the amount of time that they have left, 1 foul to give is about all they'll need to make this an uncomfortable scenario for the Wolverines. So all 5 players out on the court right now, including the inbounder who still can be a threat with this 3.4 seconds to go. All 5 players have got to be thinking, shoot first as soon as they have the open look. If they feel the contact coming, put it up toward the rim, especially with Thome waiting for a putback. Thompson from the baseline, looking for an outlet, finds Thome near the free throw line, tips it to herself, runner through the lane, up and in as time expires. Hallie Thome, an athletic runner in the lane, gives Michigan their biggest lead of the game. They're up 34-23, heading into the locker room at halftime. A strong end to this first half. Chris, what are some things Kim Barnes-Arico will be going over with her team in that locker room?
Well, we found out that Michigan, I mean, they're shooting 4 of 9 from 3, but right now, going inside to Thome, going inside to Dunston, that's been working. They've been using their size. They're out rebounding. We've got 22 to 13. Dunston shooting 4 of 5. Thome only 3 of 7. But either way, the Flaherty jumper hasn't been working, and that's okay when you're playing a team like Vermont.
We'll be back with you in about 15 minutes with the second half. Until then, stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to WCBN FM Ann Arbor's broadcast of Michigan women's basketball. Currently the Wolverines lead the Vermont Catamounts 34-23, and we're just moments away from bringing you the second half of this first half of a doubleheader between the men and the women's teams here at the University of Michigan. The Wolverines have taken the lead here in the first half on the strength mostly of their offensive rebounding. They have 11 offensive rebounds to Vermont's 1. Thus far, the dominance on the glass has been the difference in the game for the Maize and Blue. Hallie Thome and Jillian Dunstan with 4 offensive rebounds apiece. Jillian Dunstan 4 of 5 from the field. 8 points has largely mitigated poor shooting day from Michigan's star and offensive focal point, Caitlin Flaherty, who currently sits, just like their last game, at 1 of 10 from the field in the first half. In that last game, she went on fire in the second half, going 6 of 7 from the field, finishing with 25 points. Michigan doesn't need that kind of performance out of here, but it'd certainly be appreciated.
Does it happen again, Morris?
I think yes. This is Caitlin Flaherty is a shooter without a conscience, and she is a very smooth shooter who can be comfortable in even the tightest of spaces. So I do expect her to re-find her stroke in this second half, and I think Michigan's going to pull away with this one. Any predictions out of you, Chris?
You know what? I just think they should. I think they're going to go inside. I think they're going to continue to take my advice. Stop those deep twos. Stop those three-pointers that just haven't been falling. Go inside. I mean, I guess three-pointers have been falling, but those long twos, those weird runners, either shoot a 3 or get it inside to Thome or Dunstan.
Those are the analytically efficient shots.
Yes.
The first inbound pass from Dunstan to Danielle Williams from the sideline. Michigan now going from right to left. They find Thome outside the left elbow. Skip pass to Flaherty on the right wing, guarded closely by Kylie Butler. She gets a screen from Hallie Thome. Picks up her dribble, swings to the right wing. Danielle Williams inside to Dunstan, receives the pass, looking outside. Now looking to the hoop, powers her way inside and finishes. Soft touch with the right hand. She continues her hot shooting on the game. She is now 5 of 6, 10 points. At the other end, it's Crimble, top of the key with the ball, swings to the near side. Kylie Butler for 3, rattles off the rim, no good. Danielle Williams tips the rebound to herself and outlets quickly to Flaherty. Flaherty on the left wing, crossover move, into the paint she goes, looking for Sierra Thompson in the right corner. Good job by Kylie Butler getting her hand in the passing lane, tipping it out of bounds.
Interesting to note, Flaherty and Thompson have both played every single minute of this game. Dunstan and Thome are 3 minutes shy of that.
I think Thompson came out for about 30 seconds, but yeah, she's played virtually the whole game. The inbounds pass goes to Hallie Thome. Takes one dribble and finishes with a lefty runner in the lane. Good floater. Thome has had the touch on the inside today.
I should be a head coach. I'd be a really good one.
It's what they all say. At the other end, Kylie Butler barrels through Danielle Williams, attempting to draw a charge in the double team. Blocking foul called on Williams.
She may have been a little late either way. Good trap. They almost got her.
Kylie Butler inbounds to Callie Banker. Banker bounces it over to Crimble, now to the right wing. Christina White, pump fake, back up top it goes to Rachel Merrill, seeing her first playing time of the game. Hand off to Butler, outside to Crimble, 14 on the clock, spin move in the lane, step back over the outstretched hand of Jillian Dunstan, and she knocks it down.
Really lucky shot there. Dunstan just dominated her, much taller.
At the other end, Flaherty for 3, and she knocks it down.
There it is, Morris. That's 1 of 1 this half.
Hopefully that portends good things to come. Michigan going into their trap. Flaherty knocks away the pass. The ball bounces out of bounds. Flaherty thought about diving.
I was going to say,
to the scorer's table.
Very young child sitting right at that seat where she would have had to dive.
Flaherty wisely decided to let Vermont hold on to the ball there.
I was rooting for it, I'll be honest.
Top of the key, it's Banker near midcourt, harassed by Sierra Thompson. Shepherds her into Hallie Thome. Banker still with it, now up top to Crimble, who's pass inside, knocked away by a charging Danielle Williams, and Williams draws a foul on Christina White, looking to outlet it to Caitlin Flaherty on the break. Michigan always so quick to get going in transition.
Williams, that was good. The problem is, had the ref not made the call, and I think it was a closer foul than it might have looked, she just throws the ball away. Instead, she does.
Well, you know, she had plenty of power on the pass to Flaherty if she doesn't get bumped there. I think that bump had a significant role in the fact that that pass just kind of flopped off her hands. It's Thome, skip pass, right corner to Flaherty. Dribble drive, back outside to Thompson. Quick pass inside to Thome. Spinning, right-handed hook shot off back rim. No good. Rebound fought for. Pulled down to the ground. It is a...
They're going to call Williams, I believe.
Oh, man, they're going to get Danielle Williams for the foul there. I thought that she had her hand on the ball and nothing else. But admittedly, there might be some bias on my end.
There's a little bit of a dive on the court there.
Inbound to Kylie Butler. Michigan still going with their full court pressure. Long skip pass finds Butler yet again on the right wing. Up top it goes to Krimble. Looking for some passing options. Starts her dribble guarded by Dunston. Swings it back up top. It's Callie Banker. Outside to White. Bit off balance. Collects herself. Up top it goes to Butler. 4-3. Whistle blown beforehand. The three-pointer was good, but it was an offensive foul on the screen. It was Callie Banker. Guilty on that one. Prevents Vermont from cutting Michigan's lead to 13.
7:22 to go. 41-25. Michigan each team 3 timeouts each left, and each team has 2 fouls of the half.
Sierra Thompson across the timeline. Over to Williams on the right wing. Inside Dunston. Right elbow jumper. Rattles around the rim. Hit every part except the bottom. No good. Rebound to Kylie Butler. Pushing the pace. Drops it off to Krimble on the right wing. Dribble drive with the left hand. Foul called on the floor before she got her pass over to Merrill.
Something to note, Banker of Vermont has 4 fouls right now. She's only 0 of 2. She's only been in the game for 10 minutes. I don't know how you get 4 fouls in 10 minutes. Banker's managed to do that.
The foul called on Jillian Dunston, so Vermont inbounding from the baseline. It's Robertson. Outside gets it back in the right corner. Now outlets to Krimble. Left wing guarded by Dunston. Hands off to Robertson. Drives into the lane. Bounce pass over to Rachel Merrill. Her 10-foot jumper from the baseline hits nothing, and Dunston pulls in the rebound. Now it's Flaherty. Left wing. Thought about a shot. Pulls it back. Step back 3. Around and out. No good. Rebound pulled down by Kylie Butler.
It's a very low percentage shot. I think that was a tad of a heat check here for the second half.
Butler. Outside Christina White. Now inside to Rachel Merrill. Spins in the paint. Pass outside tipped, but corralled by Krimble. Krimble up top. Finds Haley Robertson near midcourt. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Working on Flaherty, waiting for some options, can't find any. Now 7 seconds on the shot clock. It's Krimble on the right wing, guarded by Dunston. 3 seconds to go. She's going to have to get a shot up, drives into the paint, goes up with the left hand, and draws a foul.
With 1 second on the clock.
Jillian Dunston, a little too aggressive with the body. It's going to be a shooting foul. Michigan's 4th team foul already here in the 3rd quarter. Vermont,
that is,
with each ensuing foul, will go to the charity stripe.
That is brutal. Great defensive possession by Michigan.
First effort by Krimble, off back rim, no good.
We talked about it in the first half. Vermont doing a very poor job of moving. They're all just sitting and ball watching. You can't do that if you're going to beat a team like the University of Michigan. That's why they didn't have a shot at 1 second. They might not have gotten that shot off, but Dunston bailed them out, got them the foul. They'll have a second free throw here.
Dunston checks out of the game along with Williams. In come Kaiser Gondrzik and Kayla Robbins. The second free throw is good. Robbins will inbound, and some unilateral full court pressure by Christina White. Follows Sierra Thompson all the way to the top of the key. She inbounds to Thome, spins in the paint, picks up her dribble, back outside to Gondrzik, top of the key. Dribble drive with the left hand. Up it goes and in. Kaiser Gondrzik, nice finish through traffic. And Michigan takes a 17-point lead, 43-26, 5:52 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Up top, it's Robertson. Long entry pass, swings it back out left wing. 3-pointer from Christina White, rattles around, no good. Rebound pulled down by Butler. Her putback attempt, no good. Second try, also no good. Robbins in there affecting the shot. Thompson pulls down the rebound now. Up ahead to Gondrzik, drives to the paint, up with the left hand, and in. Kaiser Gondrzik, how about the touch at the rim from the freshman? 4 straight points for the Wolverines.
Wow.
Vermont pushes the pace. They turn it over. The pass bounces off the hands of Handy, and now a hesitation move. Beautiful into the paint. Caitlin Flaherty. Easy layup and a timeout called. Michigan's bench is fired up. They've got the biggest lead of the game, 47-26, and Chris Day has seen enough from his Catamount squad.
Well, Flaherty, I saw her with the right hand. Right hand put it up. She wants that ball. She's hot. She's only shooting 3 of 13, but right there she got the last possession. She wanted it on the left wing of the 3-pointer. She's been taking that shot all season long. She's making that shot all season long. It's a 21-point lead, and finally, after a tied first quarter, we're seeing what we expected to happen. Michigan pulling away from the Vermont Catamounts.
Meanwhile, a clip from Home Alone on the big board. Michigan really pushing the Christmas feel here. Now they're doing a Home Alone.
Yeah, we had the Christmas music earlier. Now we got the Home Alone cam, whatever that means. It's exciting.
I guess, if you're into that sort of thing. Michigan leading 47-26, out-rebounding Vermont 25-18. The big edges on the offensive glass. They've got fewer turnovers than the Catamounts, who have committed 7 to Michigan's 2. Vermont turned it over a few times to start the game, then really kind of quelled that trend for a while, but it's they've seen a resurgence in turnovers here in this second half against the Wolverines.
Well, right now Vermont is an even 7-7 with assists and turnovers. Michigan is at 8-2. That's assist to turnover ratio is such a big stat in college. It's so important because there are a lot more turnovers than you do see in the NBA. Vermont's overall this season has been 0.6, so it's been better than their average against a pretty big opponent against Michigan. However, I think that's where you see it. That in the offensive rebounds, like you said, 11-3 in favor of Michigan. They're not turning the ball over. They're getting the rebounds that they're missing. They're putting them back up. They're not getting in foul trouble. Their best player is shooting 3 of 13, 2 of 6 or 3, and yet Michigan is up by 21 points right now.
And I think all of that comes from movement on the offensive end, something we've harped on throughout the broadcast. Movement, creating defensive disarray, creating passing lanes, and also creating good positions on the offensive glass for rebounds. When the defense is out of order, you know, they can't get bodies on players and can't keep the opposing team off the glass. And Michigan has been moving well on offense, especially compared to the Catamounts, whose offense can't amount to much. It's Kylie Butler, back to Krimble, over to Banker, now back across court to Butler, bounce pass, inside finds Handy, backing down, thrown back outside, it's Krimble for 3, top of the break, knocks it down.
That was a contested 3 right in her face. She got that one off. I think the full court pressure is working. I think it has to do with a lot of those turnovers. It's making them uncomfortable. They put up an awkward pass this possession. We've seen a lot of cross-court passes so far.
Now it's Sierra Thompson, left elbow. Kayla Robbins not comfortable on the offensive end. Pump fake, goes up with it, no good. Rebound pulled down, however, by Hallie Thome. Back outside to Gondrzik, 25 on the shot clock. Gondrzik gets a screen, to the hoop she goes and misses. The rebound by Robbins, no good. Fights for it, but loses out to Kylie Butler.
That's a pretty easy layup that was missed. Good rebound there by Robbins. Couldn't finish it home, but a solid possession, multiple rebounds.
Yeah, and Gondrzik has been so proficient at the rim today. Surprising to see her miss one. Now it's Callie Banker on the right wing. Cross-court pass. Finds Christina White in that left corner. Gets a screen, dumps it down low to Handy, driving to the paint. Meets Robbins at the rim. Bowls her over for a charge. Robbins, good help defense, getting on that weak side, helping out Hallie Thome and forcing a turnover.
I'm not positive, but I do believe that was the first charge of the game by Michigan. They've had a couple chances. Both have been called defensive, and we've got a timeout on the floor.
47-29, that is your first media timeout of the second half here with 4:06 to go here in the third quarter. One player whose name we haven't mentioned a ton tonight is Sierra Thompson. She's 2 of 5 from the field. Hit a couple threes in rapid succession in the second quarter to boost Michigan on their way to a big lead. Also got 3 rebounds and 5 assists.
Yes.
She's
got more than half of the assists of the team, 5 of 8.
Yeah, she's been a steadying senior hand to keep this offense going for the Michigan Wolverines.
And we mentioned it earlier, Thompson, other than 30 seconds, has been in the game for every second. Flaherty has been in the game for every second. She's been struggling. She only has 2 assists. She hasn't really affected the game too much. 8 points, 3 of 13 shooting, 2 of 6 from 3.
Also contributing for the Wolverines, Jillian Dunstan. She's been in the game for, well, almost all throughout. Took a seat due to some foul trouble, but it really has been a stellar performance from Jillian Dunstan, and Michigan's going to need contributions from some of the more peripheral players, if they hope to make strides in Big Ten play, upset some teams that they're not expected to beat.
47-29, Michigan, 4:06 to go here in the third. Second chance points, that's a big one. That's a big stat. That's how Michigan's winning this game. It's only 12-1. I thought it would actually be more than that. plenty of second chance points. Michigan out offensive rebounding them 13-3. They're actually getting out defensive rebounded 16-4, but that's because Michigan's making so many more shots than them. They're shooting 42%. Vermont's at 36%. Michigan up 18.
It's been a lopsided affair so far. We've kind of expected Michigan to run away with this one from the get-go, and they got off to that cold start that has been almost a trademark for this team. But ever since that, they have taken control. It'll be Michigan facing some full-court pressure from the Catamounts. 4:06 to go here in the third quarter. It'll be Kayla Robbins from her own baseline. Finds a cutting Thompson in her own defensive corner on the right side. Thompson up ahead to Gondrzik, lobs it over the defense. Gondrzik on the right wing, bounce pass inside to Thome, right block. Dribble drive over to her left hand, the hook shot off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Vermont.
That's where you want. Thome had a good opportunity there, as it looks like Williams is coming out of the locker room. She ran in for an undisclosed reason the second half. She's back out on the bench now. Banker
swings to the left wing to White. Inside finds Lauren Handy, pulls up for a long two and knocks it down just outside that left elbow. 47-31 your score. Now at the other end, Caitlin Flaherty drives the baseline, kicks it out to Gondrzik on the left wing, gets a screen to her right from Robbins. Hands it off to Thompson, skip pass inside to Thome. It's blocked from behind by Katie Lavelle. Ball out of bounds, stays with the Wolverines. 16 seconds on the shot clock, and some substitutions are made. Checking into the game are Jillian Dunstan and Nicole Munger. Heading out, Hallie Thome, and Caitlin Flaherty gets her first rest of the night.
There it is.
Thompson inbounds to Jillian Dunstan on the right baseline. Back outside to Munger. 12 seconds on the shot clock. It's Gondrzik over to Sierra Thompson on the right wing. Dribble drive, tough righty floater off back rim, no good. Rebound tapped around and corralled by Sierra Thompson.
That was a line drive shot. That shot's never going to go, and she threw it at the basket. Bounced right out as you'd expect.
Now it's Munger up top to Gondrzik, over to Sierra Thompson. Thompson back to Gondrzik, right wing, little bit of space, pulls for three and swishes it through. Kaiser Gondrzik having a very strong third quarter, 7 points by her alone.
Their first points in 2.5 minutes, their first made shot in 6 attempts.
Gondrzik has been a little less willing than I would have expected to pull from three, but that was a very tight look. Not a lot of space, still knocked it down. Now it's Kelly Banker dribbling back and forth for the bulk of the shot clock. 7 seconds to go. Krimble to the right wing finds Katie Lavelle back inside to Krimble, but before the shot, a foul on the floor on Kayla Robbins. Harassed Krimble as she was cutting to the hoop. A give and go creates a foul, and that's going to be a free throw, I think, for the Vermont Catamounts. The refs checking the board before they finally redirect the players. They had Vermont inbounding from the baseline at first.
That's another bailout by Michigan. It's 4 seconds on the shot clock. It's getting uncomfortable. They're going inside against Dunstan, and they bail him out once again. I think that's Dunstan once again. Another chance for free throws for the road team.
That was actually Kayla Robbins on the call, but Dunstan was guilty of that earlier on in this affair. The first free throw, no good, from Hannah Krimble. That moves her to 1 of 3 from the line. Second one up and down. 50-32 is your score. 2:21 to go here in the third quarter.
Krimble coming in was an 80% free throw shooter. Makes sense.
Pass up ahead from Thompson. Munger was well defended by Hannah Krimble, and she taps it out of bounds in front of the Michigan bench, which is where Michigan will inbound.
25 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time. Take a full possession. Take some time off the clock. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. There's still plenty of time for Vermont to make a run.
Gondrzik, left wing, inside to Robbins. Power dribble into the paint, goes up with the right hand, no, but she draws a foul.
Not entirely sure how she missed that layup. That was right at the basket. She threw it up. It barely hit iron. She's going to get 2 free throws out of it, but she could have gotten the end one there.
I'll tell you, Kayla Robbins has everything that you would want in a college basketball player, except for that touch around the rim. It's something she's struggled with consistently, and I think it's something that's prevented her from cracking a more significant role in the rotation. Exactly. She just can't seem to finish at the rim. Once she figures that out, the sky's the limit for this girl as she knocks down the first free throw and knocks down the second. Michigan a 20-point lead, 52-32, 2:08 to go here in the third quarter. Michigan sticks with that full court pressure. Crossing the timeline as Banker runs into a crowd, finds Handy, back to the left wing. It goes to Christina White, and she stepped out of bounds trying to cut into the paint right in front of her own bench. Another turnover for the Catamounts.
Well, you know, we talked about how the bench always gets hot because this is Vermont's, basically this is their Super Bowl right here. They are absolutely silent. The family sitting behind them, absolutely silent. Not what we saw in the first quarter.
Almost a turnover as Gondrzik's pass sails over everybody, but it's corralled by Robbins. Now Gondrzik, right wing, drives into the paint, goes up with it, no. Fouled on the shot. She bowled over a defender in the paint. That was Callie Banker.
That's it.
Might have been a charge, but she was actually fouled by Katie Lavelle going to the hoop. Banker, I think, would have drawn a charge, but unfortunately for her, a foul already called as Gondrzik goes to the line for two. First one up and in from Kaiser Gondrzik. 10 points on the game, 8 of which have come here in this third quarter.
She had Munger in that far corner. She had the three if she wanted it. Instead, she drove inside, got free throws out of it, made them both.
Can't argue with the result. 54-32 the score, 1:45 to go here in the third quarter. Across the timeline it goes, and a diving deflection out of bounds off of Danielle Williams.
I love this full court pressure against Vermont. It's making them put up these awkward looking shots. Michigan's gotten multiple turnovers off it. They're lucky to have the ball in the corner right now.
It'll be Lavelle inbounding from the corner, finds White, thought about a three left wing, instead hands off to Krimble for three, and Hannah Krimble has had the stroke from deep. 3 for 3 from behind the arc. Hannah Krimble with 15 points on the game for the Vermont Catamounts. By far the brightest spot for this team, and a timeout called on the floor. 1:33 to go here in the third quarter. Michigan leads this one 54-35.
At this point, if you're Vermont, you're just trying to get maybe crack single digits by the end of it. Make it look like you were in this game. I think it's pretty clear that it's probably over down 19 with 11:33 to go in the game.
You don't believe in a Christmas miracle of a comeback for the Catamounts?
I don't believe in this Christmas miracle of a comeback. No, certainly I don't. And for those of you listening now, in about an hour 45 minutes, the men will be tipping off as they play against Maryland East Shore. Myself and Evan will be on the call for that one. But first, let's finish this one.
Gondrzik over to Dunstan. They break some pressure from the Catamounts. Williams into the lane, back outside to Gondrzik, right wing. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Back up top it goes to Kayla Robbins. Swings to the left wing. Danielle Williams gets a screen from Robbins to her right. Drives to the right elbow. Kicks to the right corner. Munger for three. Leaves it short. Rebound pulled down by Krimble.
She's been calling it in that right corner the entire possession, the entire last possession. She was 1 of 1 from 3, now 1 of 2 from that spot. She really wanted that shot.
Bounce pass finds Courtney right wing. Gives it up to Christina White. Up top to Krimble, who's been shooting hot for the Catamounts. To Lavelle, back up top it goes to right. Over to the right wing, Christina White. Inside pass to a cutting right, tipped out of bounds by Jillian Dunstan. Good job getting her hand in the passing lane and breaking up what would have been an easy look at the rim.
6 on the shot clock right now. Michigan, do not bail them out. Do not foul them. Make them make a shot.
Vermont looking to get something going to the hoop here. It's Lavelle inbounding. Pass goes through the hands of the intended target, Jessica Fuller. Now going the other way, it's Gondrzik. Swim move to the rim, draws a lot of contact. That was an uncalled foul right there. The rebound tapped out of bounds by Krimble. Definitely a missed call, I would say. Gondrzik clearly affected on the way up, but not going to matter. Michigan holds on to the possession.
Could have been 2 free throws there instead. It's all good as Vermont's going to have a switch. Michigan has only made 1 of their last 8. Vermont's made their last 3. Still 19-point game. It's not really a problem like it would have been in the first or second quarter.
Inbounds, they find Gondrzik on the left wing, drives to the hoop. Inside it goes to Jillian Dunstan. Easy layup, and Michigan successfully converts a 2-for-1 opportunity. They should have the last shot of this quarter.
Dunstan 6 of 8 shooting, 10 points, 8 rebounds. She's played 23 minutes.
A kick ball by Nicole Munger during the full court pressure. 25 on the shot clock, 30 seconds, 29.6 to be precise, left in the quarter. Vermont inbounds across the halfway line. It goes to Courtney Wright, dribbles into the corner. Back up top, she finds Jessica Fuller. Fuller guarded by Munger. 14-13 on the shot clock. Fuller picks up her dribble, pass inside, tipped away by Kayla Robbins. Robinson going the other way. Gives it up to Gondrzik. 10 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Gondrzik at midcourt. Crosses over, gets a screen from Dunstan, crosses over into the lane,
it.
finds Munger, right corner three. It is good. Fabulous effort by the Michigan Wolverines offense, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. 59-35 the lead. And late clock execution doesn't get much better than that. Kaiser Gondrzik getting the screen, crossing over the help, getting into the lane, leaving two defenders in her wake, drawing the help from the corner, found Nicole Munger in that right corner, and she atoned for her previous brick. Nothing but net from Munger, and Michigan leads by 24.
I've said it multiple times. Munger is sitting in that right corner. She wants the ball. As Gondrzik was driving in there, she did a great job of driving the defender back, giving Munger that shot late in the shot clock.
The second half has really been a coming out party for Kaiser Gondrzik, the freshman who was definitely Michigan's highest touted recruit heading into this season. Expected to have a pretty big role. Thus far has ceded a lot of the playmaking responsibilities to Caitlin Flaherty, Sierra Thompson, and some of the bigs inside. But in that third quarter alone, 9 points and 2 assists.
Let's go over some stats here. Michigan shooting 42%, decently 50%, 7 of 14 from 3, 6 of 8 from the line. This half, however, 3 of 5 from 3, shooting 48%, and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Let's go over to Vermont now. They're overall shooting 41%, 5 of 14, 36% from 3, 4 of 8 from the free throw line. This half, 4 of 9 shooting, only 9 shots to Michigan's 19. They're not getting those offensive rebounds like they need to be off those missed shots. 2 of 4 from 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. 59-35, Michigan over Vermont. Michigan has 3 timeouts left. Vermont down to 1. In the final 10 minutes, Vermont trying to get out of here without any injuries, try to get it back within maybe 15. Michigan, on the other hand, doing the same thing. No injuries, no problem. As Flaherty staying on that bench, she'd been in for the first 27 minutes of the game. Has since she's out now, Thompson is also out.
Meanwhile, behind the visitors' bench, a bird has landed in the crowd.
Yes!
Drawing the attention of a small child and terrorizing some of the fans as it climbs the stairs slowly. We've been waiting for one of the birds in the rafters to affect this game. Thus far, it's just taken its place in the student section, or what will become the student section once the men take the court.
All right, I'm rooting for that bird. I'm really excited. Chrysler, this is the Chrysler Center bird. This could be a story.
Could be a thing.
Could be a thing.
Kylie Butler going from left to right, driving, spinning in the lane, through the double team, up and in around Danielle Williams. Nice drive there from Kylie Butler. Now Gondrzik the other way. Right wing, gives to Williams. Thought about a 3. Back up top to Munger. Now Gondrzik on the left wing. Gets a screen from Robbins, crosses over, drives into the paint, gets it knocked away by Haley Robertson. Good job getting her hand on the ball while it was still low and preventing the shot attempt.
No foul there. I feel like they definitely could have called it.
It could have, but I felt that Robertson had her hands in the right place. Michigan inbounding from the baseline. 13 seconds to go on the shot clock.
Thome replacing Dunstan there on the inside.
The inbounds is to Gondrzik on the right wing. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Guarded by Banker. Back over to the left wing to Williams. Inside it goes to Robbins. To the rim she goes. Has it knocked away, but Courtney Wright, I believe, wrapping up her arm. And Robbins will go to the line for a couple free throws.
Something interesting to me, Vermont out-fouling Michigan 13-8. That's pretty significant. Out-turnovering Michigan, if that's a word, 11-2.
If it wasn't a word before, it is now. The first free throw in by Kayla Robbins. She has 3 points on the game, all of them coming from the free throw line. It's Robbins, Thome, Munger, Danielle Williams, and Kaiser Gondrzik on the floor right now for the Wolverines. Robbins' second free throw. She knocks it down and then checks out of the game for Maria Backman.
Backman, her first action of the day.
Backman saw a little action earlier. It didn't put up any stats during that time, however.
Less than a minute.
It's Kelly Banker back and forth. The passing picked off by Munger. Gondrzik picks it up. Back to Munger, pump fake at the rim, and finishes an easy layup. Good job by Munger, this full court press getting to the Catamounts. Now it's Banker swinging it to the left corner. Driving to the rim is Kylie Butler, but before she gets there, she is fouled by Maria Backman. A little overzealous on the closeout in that left corner. And as such, when Butler changed her momentum and went to the rim, Backman was forced to grab her on the way.
I've always loved, in college basketball, I've loved the full court press. And the NBA doesn't work because they're too good, but they're susceptible to the turnover. I've always loved the full court press, love teams that do it. It's been very successful today.
Ooh, and a beautiful inbound play back and forth between Butler and Robertson. Butler, the inbounder, finishes at the rim. Now it's Gondrzic, wraparound pass inside to Hallie Thome, and didn't have the hands, couldn't corral the pass. It goes out of bounds. A rare turnover for the Wolverines, just their third of the game.
A lot of front spin on that pass, and I don't think Thome was ready for it.
Now it'll be Banker. Backman takes up the point of this Michigan full court press, a 1-2-2 sort of design. They trap in front of the bench. Quick passing, however, springs Haley Robertson for a three from the right wing. She knocks it down. 63-42 now the score.
One of my big keys at the halftime, make them shoot three-pointers. Make them make the three-pointers. They're 3 of 5 in this half.
At the other end, Flaherty inside to Thome, takes one dribble, seals off her man, and finishes at the rim. Hallie Thome having a decent game at the rim for the Wolverines. Now quickly going the other way, Krimble, a Euro step move, gets the shot up off back rim, no good, but Hannah Krimble will go to the line, and Vermont's leading scorer has a chance to add to her total, 15 so far on the game.
I'm not really sure where that foul was, and I think the Michigan women agreed with that. A little bit of a bailout there. They'll force the free throw.
Krimble, 2 bounces, back spins it to herself in her hands, the free throw in off the back rim. Now 16 points on the game. The only place where Krimble has missed today has been from the free throw line. A perfect 5 of 5 from the field. 3 of 3 from deep, and now 3 of 5 from the line.
She's an 80% free throw shooter on the season.
Certainly a pure stroke. The second shot up and in from Krimble. Michigan's lead back down to 21. Long outlet pass finds Caitlin Flaherty. She struggles to pick it up, but now finds it.
Good find!
Pass inside to Hallie Thome, and she finishes at the rim. Very nice job by Flaherty to slip it through a couple defenders and find Thome where she could finish with ease.
She just brought both defenders with her. It's the Flaherty disease, man. They get scared of her.
Now Butler almost loses it. Instead finds Handy. Awkward looking jumper. She didn't have her feet under her, and she missed off front rim. Going the other way, it's Flaherty. Vermont has to pay attention to her. Crossover into the lane. No, off the glass. Rebound falls to Hallie Thome. However, it's the Kobe assist for Caitlin Flaherty, and Thome with another bucket.
We mentioned in the first half the size differential with Thome and Dunston, especially in the first quarter when they were just throwing up threes and long twos. I like it going inside to Thome. It's been very successful.
Vermont passes around the press, and now it's Handy on the left block. Outlets it to Robertson. Blows by her man inside. Back outside to Banker, right corner. Up top to Butler. Her three-pointer no good, but the rebound goes to Robertson. Flaherty just takes it away from her, and Robertson was pissed. Gave her a shove. Called for the foul.
Push there. Flaherty fighting hard, playing very, very well. She started 1 of 10, but since she's 2 of 4, but she's looked very good on defense, passing the ball around. She's got 4 assists in 28 minutes, 8 points, and a rebound.
Yeah, that's the mark of a good player, able to bring it in other areas when the scoring is not there.
Absolutely.
So it'll be Backman inbounding from right in front of the Vermont bench as Lauren Handy takes a seat. It'll be Sierra Thompson going the other way, guarded by Robertson. Thompson dribbles over to the left wing, looking for a cutter. Thome got bumped as she cut across the lane, and as such couldn't receive the entry pass. It's a turnover, and now going the other way is Haley Robertson. Robertson dribble handoff. Christina White, a long 3 from Ypsilanti. She knocks it down.
My goodness.
Christina White showcasing the range and cutting this Michigan lead back down to 22.
White was 0 of 3. All of those are three-pointers coming into that shot. On the season, she's a 34% three-point shooter.
Now Kenray Johnson inside to Thome, spin to the right hand. Her shot off glass and nothing else, no good. Going the other way is Kelly Banker. Banker crossing over on Sierra Thompson near midcourt. Dribbles with the left hand, hands off to Krimble. Driving on Maria Backman. Powerful move to the rim, and she misses for the first time today. Now Thome, outlet pass to Thompson. Up ahead to Flaherty, left wing. Hesitates one way, drives to the hoop, gets rejected from behind by Hannah Krimble. Unfortunately for Vermont, however, Krimble got another touch on it before it went out of bounds. Michigan retains possession. Flaherty forcing things just a little bit in transition.
Backman doing a great job under the basket on defense, holding her ground, both hands in the air. They can't call a foul on that. It's perfect defending position.
The inbound is to Thome, looking for passers, or for cutters to pass to. Outlets it to Thompson on the right wing. Sierra Thompson to the right corner of Kenray Johnson, bounces it inside to Backman, baseline, kicks it out to Flaherty, but a foul on the floor prior to the shot. It is a charge called on Backman as her motion carried her into, I believe that's Callie Banker. And that's an interesting call as Backman had gotten rid of the ball, and Banker, to me, looked to be inside the restricted area. I'm not a big fan of it. Anyway, going the other way, it's Katie Lavelle. Across to Banker, they break the press. Rachel Merrill harassed near midcourt. Back to Banker, who's more comfortable with the ball in her hands, guarded by Sierra Thompson near half court. Over to Lavelle on the right wing. Flaherty gives her a little bit of space. Lavelle one dribble. Over to Banker, up top to White. Pump fake, inside the arc she goes. Her shot way short, air ball, rebound to Kenray Johnson. Over to the right wing, Sierra Thompson hesitates. Dribble drive out to Johnson, left corner, drives into the paint. Righty floater, up and in. A Kenray Johnson surprising with the offensive versatility there.
That was a really ugly throw up there. Got it to fall by the restricted area.
At the other end, it's Katie Lavelle. Swings it around, it gets to Banker. Steps up to the arc, inside, back out to White. Another three from forever away in that one. Not rewarded like her first try from out there. Other way, go the Wolverines. Flaherty hesitation, steps back for three from the left corner. Air ball, way too strong. Flaherty looks a little disgusted with herself as she jogs back down on defense. 4:48 to go here in the fourth quarter. Michigan leads 71-47. A quick trigger three from Krimble. Rattles around and out. Rebound fought for by Backman and eventually taps it to herself. Now Thompson going the other way. Long outlet pass up ahead to Kenray Johnson. Almost loses it out of bounds. They swing it inside to Haley Thome, and she finishes with the layup. Some quick passing saved by a Kenray Johnson to Flaherty, who made a touch pass inside to Thome, and Haley Thome hasn't missed much today.
Great.
Now, a foul called on the floor. Caitlin Flaherty trying to pick the passing lane, and that's going to lead to immediate timeout. 4:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. 73-47, Wolverines lead.
What I was going to say was that Flaherty zipped that pass in between about 20 defenders. Great pass to Thome. And right now, Vermont, one of their last 7, 0 of their last 4. They haven't scored in 2.5 minutes. It's a 26-point lead. And Morris, I will admit, I was getting a little worried. Michigan was up 2 after the first quarter. I thought, can Vermont make the upset? They played a lot worse than Michigan in the first quarter. Lucky to make it a 2-point deficit. I take a sigh of relief because what I thought would happen would happen. I would be correct when I'd say Michigan blowing out Vermont late.
Yeah, and they've been led by the play of their front court so far. Hallie Thome and Jillian Dunstan started the game at the 4 and the 5 respectively for the Maize and Blue as that bird flies right above us to the catwalk.
Oh, God.
Thome and Dunstan combining for 14 of 23 from the field. 30 points between the two. 19 rebounds, Thome with 11, Jillian Dunstan with 8. And it was Dunstan in the first half, Hallie Thome in the second, carrying the load for the Michigan Wolverines on the offensive end and leading them to pull away from an overmatched Vermont Catamounts squad.
Folks, you just heard Morris say it. We should have some sort of sound effects. We've got a double-double alert. Thome, 18 points, 11 rebounds in 29 minutes, 8 of 15 shooting, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, no three-pointers. It doesn't matter. Only one foul. The double-double alert is on. Dunstan 2 rebounds away. She's not going to get it. Flaherty not even close. Thompson not even close. We did get the double-double today.
You know, if Sierra Thompson can get 4 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists in the remaining 4:20 of this game, she'll have a triple-double.
We really need to have a sound effect on that one. That is, if we get a college triple-double, regardless from which team, that's really special.
Pretty far-fetched at this point.
I know it is, Morris. I just get excited easily.
Can't blame you. It's been exciting stuff. Both teams kind of lighting it up from behind the arc. Vermont 7 of 19 from deep. Michigan 7 of 15. been a fun game, skewed in Michigan's favor.
Yeah.
It'll be Katie Lavelle inbounding from the near sideline, finds Haley Robertson, gives it up to Lauren Handy, over to Rachel Merrill. Not a shooting threat. She's guarded by Kiesia Peace near the top of the key, gives it up to Lavelle. Now White thought about a three. Sierra Thompson all up in her grill. Down low it goes to Robertson, kicks it outside. Lauren Handy for three, off front rim, no good. Rebound swatted out of bounds by Kenray Johnson. Didn't have good position there as Katie Lavelle poised to get the offensive rebound. Does the job anyway as Vermont gets a fresh shot clock.
Vermont haven't scored in 3 minutes. They're their last 5.
Lavelle inbounding from the baseline. Top of the break it goes. Lauren Handy a three, high off the back rim, no good. Another rebound for Lavelle. Now Christina White from way downtown, and she knocks it down. Seems like all of her shots come from, NBA range, and she's had mixed results. At the other end, Flaherty inside it goes to Peace, strong back down, and a weak pass to the perimeter taken away by Robertson. Crosses over her defender and almost herself, picks up her dribble. Now has it top of the key. Robertson crosses over again, almost loses it. Shaky hands it off to Lavelle. Back outside, Christina White, another three. That one no good. She is letting loose. The rebound tapped out of play by the Vermont Catamounts.
3 minutes to go, you're down by 23. Why not throw those up?
73-50 is the score.
Hurt your stats even more on the season.
Christina White, 2 of 7 from deep on the game. It'll be Kaiser Gondrzik going the other way. Across midcourt. Gondrzik taking her time with it. Swings to the right wing to a Kenray Johnson. To the right elbow, Kayla Robbins drives to the hoop. Left hand up. Backboard, back rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Rachel Merrill.
Just strong there. Michigan stopping the full court press.
It's Haley Robertson now near midcourt, guarded by a Kenray Johnson. Bounces it to the left wing to Katie Lavelle. Down low it goes to Handy. Backing down on Kayla Robinson. Blocked at the rim, but a foul called as Robbins didn't go up vertically and commits the foul. It's going to be Lauren Handy going to the free throw line. A chance to eclipse double figures. Handy 4 of 9 from the field, 1 of 4 from deep. Her first free throws of the game coming here. 9 points, 2 assists, and a rebound. She knocks down the first one, and she's got 10 points.
Well, as we see, Caitlin Flaherty, I guess Michigan really didn't need Flaherty to win this one. 3 of 16 in 33 minutes, 2 of 7 from 3. She's got 8 points.
It's perhaps the lone blip on what's otherwise been a pretty successful game for the Wolverines. And, they can tolerate those performances in games like this. The second free throw up and in, 73-52 your score. Gondrzik to the left wing, Danielle Williams now up top to Kayla Robbins. Drives inside the paint, out to Williams, up top to Johnson, back to the right wing. Gondrzik bounces it inside to Robbins on the right block to the free throw line to Kiesia Peace. Back outside, Danielle Williams, left wing three. Not exactly her shot, and it rattles out. Now Jessica Fuller, long outlet pass up ahead to Robertson. Up and under reverse layup, way off. That was a wild one.
Close.
And Kiesia Peace outlets to Kaiser Gondrzik on the right side. Gondrzik dribbles horizontally, finds Williams. Up top it goes Gondrzik, long three, no good. Rebound off front rim falls to Katie Lavelle. Lavelle up ahead to Jessica Fuller. Fuller bounces to Lauren Handy. Sorry for cutting you off there, Chris.
You're good. There was no analysis there.
Up top to Rachel Merrill. Hands it off. Driving into the paint is Robertson. Had space at the rim. Instead stops and outlets. They swing it around to Fuller on the right wing. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Behind the back dribble. Poked away by Williams. She dives to the floor. Up 21. Now pushing the pace is Kiesia Peace. To the rim she goes. Yes! And the foul. Kiesia Peace looking good out there on the break. Taking it all the way herself. And we'll have a chance to get three the old-fashioned way.
Morris, that bird was in the second row. Now it's pretty close to us. That bird is 20 times more exciting than what's going on in that court right now. Michigan,
they've run away with this one.
They have run away with this one. I'm just excited about the bird. I wanted to interfere.
Looked like it was making a beeline right for you, man. Maybe thought your hair looked like a suitable nesting ground.
Right.
Kiesia Peace's free throw up and good. The free throw makes 3 for Kiesia Peace. Those are only points on the game so far. That bird is flittering all about this
Nobody
arena.
sees it. It's right on the stairs.
To the right wing it goes. It is Katie Lavelle. Up top, bounce pass to Rachel Merrill over to Fuller. Finds a cutting Lavelle up fake, spins, and finishes over Kaiser Gondrzik. Nice finish there for Lavelle. 76-54 now the score. It's Peace at the other end. Up with the left hand, draws a foul on Courtney Wright on that left block. Looks to be a comfortable area of the court for Keasia Peace.
An interesting note, Vermont actually beating Michigan in the fourth quarter, 19-17. So at least they can say they were able to win the most important quarter.
Hey, they finished strong. That's got to count for something.
Well, they do call it garbage time. But
first free throw no good by Keasia Peace, who shoots lefty.
Love me a good lefty shooter.
Peace. 4 dribbles, backspins the ball in her hands. And her second free throw off back rim, no good. Rebound to Rachel Merrill. Outlets to Fuller. Jessica Fuller pushing the pace, guarded by Danielle Williams. Swings to the right wing to Katie Lavelle. Entry pass finds Merrill all alone under the hoop. And Peace did the only thing she could, swatted at her wrist and fouled on the shot attempt. Rachel Merrill will go to the line for 2.
Folks, we will remind you that at 3 p.m. we will be live. Check our Twitter account for the link. As the University of Michigan men's basketball team takes on Maryland East Shore. I'll be on the call.
First free throw from Rachel Merrill, knocked it down.
And we will be talking about the Bird probably about 60% of the time, so get excited for that one.
Should be about as engaging of a game as this one. The second free throw, a line drive off back rim, no good. Rebound corralled by Peace. Over to Williams up the left wing to Gondrzik. Gondrzik guarded by Fuller. Back up top to Robbins. Thought about a 3. Instead swings to Johnson, who does try a 3. It rattles around and out. Rebound fought for by Danielle Williams. She's on the floor again. It's a jump ball, and the possession arrow favors the Michigan Wolverines. Got to credit Danielle Williams getting in for the hustle plays here in the fourth quarter with a 23-point lead, 21. And that'll inure her to Kim Barnes-Arico. That's not the right word, by the way.
Nope.
Inbounds pass to Kayla Robbins, who jumped, had her shot swatted, and decided to hold on to the ball. That's an obvious travel. Ball going the other way.
Should be the last meaningful possession of the game. Michigan will probably take this one out in the last 30 seconds.
Fuller working quickly, swings to the right side to Katie Lavelle, guarded by a Kenray Johnson. Up top, it's bounced to Rachel Merrill. Gives it up to Fuller, looking for a cutter. Guarded well, and now the pocket pick, Kayla Robbins, all alone for a transition layup. She gets it to go. Padding the stats at this point, the score 78-55. Jessica Fuller now at the other end. You know, Robbins could have dribbled out the clock, but, you know, why not finish after she makes that play in the passing lane? Driving to the rim is Courtney Wright, bowling over Danielle Williams. Wanted to charge there. Instead, it's a blocking foul. I think you wanted to charge as well, Chris.
It's cool. Michigan's up 23. I'm fine. I'm completely fine.
Can take it either way. Courtney Wright going to the line for a couple of free throws. Thus far, scoreless on the game. 0 of 3 from the field, 0 of 1 from deep. These are first free throw attempts of the game. First one up and good, and Wright gets on the board.
And folks, Vermont's going to win this fourth quarter. Breaking news to the Michigan women's team.
Second free throw off back rim. Rebound pulled in by Danielle Williams, and she is going to dribble out the clock. Michigan going to take home a 78-56 convincing win over the Vermont Catamounts. The crowd here at Chrysler rises to their feet. A rousing round of applause for the Wolverines, and timeout is called with 3.5 seconds to go in the game.
Okay, so both of the coaches are hugging. Okay, the clock just decided to start again.
All right, there must have been some sort of clock issue. The refs blew their whistle. Yeah, that was a bit of a cluster, you know what.
Yes.
I can live with it. The game's over. Michigan wins. Any takeaways from this game, Chris? Also, I want to hear your player of the game.
Well, Michigan is a lot bigger than a mediocre opponent. That's about all I can say about it. The three-point shot was falling. Caitlin Flaherty, my big takeaway, you don't need Caitlin Flaherty to win the game. I give it to Thome because she got a double-double, and I'm really excited about it.
Hallie Thome, a great game. My game ball, you know, if I just watched the first half, it would be Jillian Dunstan. She had a heck of a game. Yeah, it's got to be Hallie Thome.
Hey,
she put up the stats. She had the finishes. She had the rebounds. And a big reason why Michigan walks out of here with a W. Stay tuned to WCBN Sports. We'll be broadcasting basketball, the men's team, in just over an hour. But until then, I'm going to leave you guys with a good afternoon, good evening, and Hey, go blue.
Night, guys.